What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode we're going to be doing some wiring, finishing up little odds and ends, flex fuel sensor, O2 sensor, getting all that figured out and whatnot. First, I just got back from working out and the grocery store, so we're going to make a smoothie. Just a dollop of Daisy. Cheers. It's not bad. It's not good either. Alright, so today's agenda involves the following. Basically, like back in here, you can see the wires are still running about. I'm going to get those completely loomed up, taped off, ready to rock and roll so that we don't have to worry about that anymore. We've got our O2 wire here that needs to go to our O2 sensor that's going to be in this bung. And. We've got a lot of loose wire running right here. There's no grommets or any of that stuff, so first things first, let's knock out the wiring, the O2 sensor, flex fuel sensor, get those done. Alright, so now we have our O2 sensor. I know the other one was just kind of splicing some wires together, and I really wanted to clean up the harness, so that's what I did. But now we have this O2 sensor, and it is definitely interesting. So here's the actual sensor itself. It comes on its own little connector, which is really nice. That way I don't have to deal with it. That is going to connect directly to this monstrosity. And then goes through little Innovate sensor controller. It also comes with AFR gauge here, which is all fine and dandy. What I need to know currently is how to wire up my O2 sensor or my wideband sensor or whatever the heck you want to call it, and we have to wire it up from this thing to our ECU, which, as we all know, is a mega squirt. You can see that in an earlier video. Oh ho ho! Yes, wonderful. Figuring things out already. So the main thing we're trying to do is trying to get a sensor from our wideband that's going to be in our diode pipe to our mega squirt ECU. That way, you know, the car can run. So after reading the instructions here, you don't have to read very far. We basically are going to use these 4 wires. It's pretty obvious. You got red to power, switch to power, black to ground, and the yellow and the brown are both analog outputs. So that's going to give us our AFR. We're going to get this thing wired, nothing too complicated, and I'll give you all an update as soon as it's done. Alright, so the plan is that our little guy that's reveled up down here is going to go on this wall over here. We've got everything attached to switch power. Wow, it looks a lot worse on camera than it does in real life. Our ground and our switch are attached there. Our pink wire is crimped here to our yellow wire like we're talking about, and then the brown wire is on right next to it. It's actually taped up so that it's protected for when we're ready to hook up the actual gauge, which will be over there. As you can see, we have a huge space to make a dash and do a lot of cool stuff. So the other side of the O2 sensor is right here. I don't know if y'all can see it in there, but it is completely hooked up. I already went and tightened it down. It looks pretty good. So, but just in case one burns up, or because that's happened to Mason a couple of times, or I need to take the downpipe off, or whatever the reason, I can get to it really easy, and if need be, I can just unclip it right here. There are a couple other things that I'm hoping to get to while I have this time off. It's been really enjoyable. not going to lie, to be able to just make videos and just work on the car. Unfortunately, 300 subscribers doesn't pay the bills. Anyway, I digress. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Do me a huge favor, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share to your friends who you think might like the automotive concept. Again, we're getting really close to being in a spot where we can start our 2J swapped Datsun 260Z. It's coming along. I'm really happy with the progress we made over the past couple of days. And I really appreciate all the support I've gotten on it so far. Y'all have a great rest of the day. Peace.